I mean, when we first set the Innocence Project up, there were 5 students working on a single case at Bristol. In recent years, we've seen that grow from 20 to 40 and now to almost 100 students. You know, that growth, I think it's part of a culture that's being created at the University of Bristol, and it's all driven by the students themselves that are just wanting a piece of this action, so to speak. They just want to get involved and see what they can do. Innocence Network UK is an outgrowth of academic research into the problem of wrongful convictions. We're set up to try to assist people in prison who may be innocent.
The Innocence Project is very much the first clinical model that's based in the university where students actually work on criminal cases and specifically claims of innocence from prisoners who are maintaining innocence.
There is a variant of sociology that thinks that if you're going to identify social problems in your academic research, that you ought to try and get involved to try to offer solutions. And the means by which I can make a contribution was to set up Innocence Projects and direct students. Collectively we can do more together than I could do on my own.
Bristol University very much takes on a leadership role in terms of the Innocence Project's movement in this country. We see about year on year 500 students working on average 5 to 6 hours a week in these cases. So collectively we are generating about 20,000 pro bono hours a year. And the work that the students do are the work that lawyers wouldn't have legal aid funding or the resources to do.
One of the reasons I came to Bristol is because I wanted to do the Innocence Project. I'd heard about it before and I came to Bristol for a tour and then I was told, you know, it's actually based here, so that was great.
The first week we had a nice welcome meeting and there were some students from the Innocence Project who did a talk and just introduced what the Innocent Network was and what they did, and I just knew straight away it was something I wanted to be involved in.
I think the Innocence Project's valuable because as a society we need to recognise that you can't put a legal label on someone and assume that that reflects reality.
It's something that you can really help people that have no other options. They've got no legal aid there, they've got no solicitors to help them, and there's no one who's going to investigate their case sufficiently. Having
another independent way to take your side of the story and put it forward in a coherent way, it just offers people hope. It's an incredibly valuable thing.
The reason why we work on these cases is principally to try to unearth errors with the system so we can make the system better. And part of what we do at Bristol is not just working on cases, it's research around policy reforms that are required. So it's those aspects of the project which are going to be, I think, as important as the casework as we move forward, because if we don't get those structural changes, we're going to be a lot more limited in cases that we can overturn.
Although these Innocence Projects represent a very useful pool of resources, they need to be properly supervised and properly directed so that their efforts and resources can be channeled in a productive way. And we ourselves as an organisation need more funding so that we can actually make that happen, to make the organisation sustainable.
Students are the gem of the Innocence Projects. They're motivated by a desire for social justice. It's CV enhancing without a doubt, but I think that more than just a CV thing, these are real people, real families, real issues, and they can make a real difference.